Hi. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to my channel, Jane SMR. I'm sorry I haven't been here in a little while. I'm very excited to be back. I've had a bunch of stuff going on, So I've been a little bit busy, a little bit MIA, but I'm excited to make this video tonight. I'm really excited to make this video. I've been wanting to make this video and the days just get away from you. And so I've been planning what I wanted to do for this a little bit. I wanted to just do kind of like a vlog type video and just catch up a little bit and share what I've been up to. And hopefully that might be fun and interesting for some folks, and hopefully it'll be relaxing and help y'all get to sleep for others. So I don't think I've made a video in like 2.5, maybe 3 weeks, and so tonight I have a bunch of things that I'm just gonna tap on and do some hand sounds and stuff, and just things for me to fidget and play with while we have a little chat. I hope you're doing well. I hope you've had a good couple of weeks. I feel like it has been busy time for like everyone I know. I feel like everyone's kind of been going through it. I tried this new setting on the phone today. I think I like it. Tell me if, I don't know if you can even tell the difference, but I did. I realized I've never tried the cinematic video instead of just a regular video. If you have been here for a little bit, I think it is RIP my microphone. This is very tragic. All in the name of slime ASMR. I got a pick and everything, and that stuff is not coming out, so I might have to just bite the bullet and get myself a new mic. But for now, I think the phone is doing just fine. So, but I have it on the cinematic filter or setting, and I like it. It's just like blurring everything out, so I think that's good. It's good. But yeah, so I hope you've been well. I hope you've had a nice couple of weeks. So the first thing that I was up to is I went away for work. I had a work trip for about a week, and it was really great trip. So I went out to Utah for that, and then on the way back I stopped in Vegas, so I took some time off after my work trip. So that's why I was like, I was gone for a week and then another week. And so I thought what I would do is I would tell you about all the things that we did on vacation. So it's also a little bit like a review, you know, because I'm going to tell you, Rachel and I did a lot, y'all. We balled outrageous. We definitely went a little crazy, but here's the thing. I think that we deserve it because if you follow me or my partner on other social media at all, my partner has been very ill for a while. She had some health concerns going on that we were working through, and we are so incredibly grateful that we found a doctor out here in LA who figured out what was going on. You know, she's been dealing with this, gosh, for like 6 years, and so we're so incredibly grateful that finally she has someone who knows what's going on, was able to support her. And so he's been giving her this treatment, and it's basically she gets these infusions once a week, and it's really helping, which is just incredible. I've like truly been able to see her improve and see the progress. What should I do? Did I play this? This is Soylent. I took the label off. Do you drink Soylent? Have you ever tried Soylent? I thought this would make a nice tapping sound. You'll have to let me know if you like it. I love Soylent. I'm a big fan. And someone that's always like, do you know about Soylent Green? So spoiler alert, I think it's from like the 80s or something, but the idea is that it's an all-in-one food protein, and it's actually people. It's people is what people are consuming when they consume Soylent, and I don't think this is people. I do believe it's plant-based protein, but I'm a big fan of Soylent because I read somewhere there's something interesting about they like specifically do something with the flavor so that you don't get bored of it. It's like it's always palatable. I don't know the science behind how that works, but it does, because I will drink this thing every single day for like 2 weeks and not get sick of it. And I am definitely the type that will get sick of something that I have over and over again. I do that with like, I'll cycle through things like yogurt. I'll be a big fan of yogurt and I'll eat a ton of it, and then I get super sick of it and need a break. So that's my little Soylent bottle. I think I liked that. I think I'm gonna do that more. Anyway. So yeah, so Rachel has been sick and she is finally feeling better. It's been like the most incredible thing. I've been actually recording her progress because it's been really remarkable to watch her improve on her health journey. I like to call it her health victory, because she has been getting better and better. So, you know, over the past year, we weren't really able to go on a lot of the dates that other couples would go on because she wasn't feeling well, and so we decided, yes, we did a lot on this trip. However, we were making up for lost time. We did a lot of things, so it felt a little outrageous in the moment, but we were like, you know what, this is truly like, this is the equivalent of like what we would have done over the course of 4 or 5 months that we couldn't do it. So I feel fine with that. So what I wanted to do was tell you about the places we went, and then I'm not gonna promise this, but maybe I'll see if I can, like, I don't know, I'll see if I can insert little photos or videos or something into this video too. So I'll start with our first meal was at a place called Wakuta. And this is really funny because this place is built everywhere. It says like Michelin star, but if you look closely, it's the chef has previously won 2 Michelin stars. So it's a Michelin star chef, not actually the restaurant, which was just funny to me because they kept talking about it as if they had a Michelin star restaurant, but it was sort of like a modern Japanese type place. Sorry. And it was very tasty. I really liked it a lot. They had sort of like very fancy sushi and things like that, but across the board our favorite item was this lobster item. It was, oh my gosh, so tasty, and the service was incredible. It was beautiful. I think it's a pretty new restaurant. It's at the Venetian. So I'm gonna give this place, I'm gonna give it a 4. I think it's a 4 out of 5 for me, because I really want to reserve 5 for like perfect experience. Like I would go here anytime I can, kind of a thing. So for me, it's a 4. The ambiance was beautiful, service was amazing, and the food was very, very tasty. It was very, very good. Absolutely. It was not the best food I've ever had, but it was very, very good. So that's Wakuda at, I think it's the Venetian, but I forget sometimes because Venetian and Palazzo are so close. But so that's my first restaurant review. Okay. So the next day we went to our first Cirque du Soleil show. Rachel had been to a bunch of shows. I have only been to one, and it was really wasted on me. It was when I was much younger, and I just don't think I appreciated it for what it was, you know? So I think it was a waste for me to go at that age. This is Rachel's Starbucks cup that I think makes fun sounds. It's very pretty, it's very sparkly. So we went to see O, which was very cool. As an adult, I thought it was incredible. I thought it was amazing. You know, there's all these acrobats and stuff, and for this show in particular, they're utilizing a pool. They're utilizing the stage is an enormous pool, and it's like there's certain parts where the stage comes up, so they're walking on like a shallow bit of water, and then of course, and then the stage will drop, and it's, oh my gosh, so cool. So we saw O, the water, Cirque du Soleil. I don't think there was a storyline. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. And she got us these really cool seats. I've never sat here before. It was funny, they were kind of on the side. And it was really cool because we were sort of, it was really funny because it wasn't like the normal seats that like have the, like, they were like office chairs. They felt like office chairs, just like on the side. But they were great. We had a great view of everything. And that night we went, oh my gosh, okay, this is one of the best meals we had the whole time. So that night before we went to, and this was so fun, she did an amazing job planning this out. What she did was she picked a restaurant at the same hotel as the show. Because if you've been to Vegas, you know it's that all the different casinos, all the different hotels will have their own like resident shows, and of course loads of restaurants at each place. So we would base the dinner on what show we were doing that night. So for the first night we did O. So we had dinner at a place called Bardot, and it was really unexpected because she had wanted to go to this other place, but ended up not being able to get a reservation. Do my little contact solution. I don't think I have the right amount in there to get good volume, so I'm reading this right now. Red, white, and royal blue. Have you read this? Casey. I really enjoy it. It's, I'm almost done, actually. I have, well, that much left. It's been a fun read so far. So, okay, so she was trying to go somewhere else, and it was booked. So we did Bardot just on a whim. It was amazing, and the servers were so nice. Our lady was so sweet. She was so funny. We loved her, and I feel like she loved us. She was like, come back and see me. I'm here for dinner. I'm here for brunch. I'm here for lunch. She was awesome. She was really, really sweet to us. So we, gosh, oh my gosh, the best thing we ate there. Okay, first of all, Rachel introduced me to caviar. I've never had caviar before. I had no idea. So I guess it's like it comes with, it's called caviar service. I don't know. Maybe you've had it and you're like, oh my gosh, that's old news, but I'd never had it before. And so I guess, so it comes caviar service, and there's like a creme fraiche, I think, and like different things you put on this like little toasty. Oh my gosh, it was so yummy. I love seafood. I love oysters and mussels and all that, so I think it reminds me of that. It's a little, oh, I feel like this is maybe sacrilegious, but it's like salty, briny. I don't know, I was into it. So we tried caviar. I tried it for the first time. She showed me, and then, but my favorite thing, it was so neat. It looked like fancy macaroni and cheese. It was, and then the cool thing is later we happened to see a video and they were showing how they made it. It looked like, picture classic macaroni and cheese, okay? So picture classic mac, and then think about, picture taking all those little noodles and standing them up in a row, okay? Every little noodle is standing up in a row, and then there's like a layer of cheese on top, and it's like fried. So there's like a crispy, cheesy layer on top. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And we got this cream spinach. Oh, I'm like, my mouth is salivating just thinking about it. Oh my gosh. And I have my little hat. Oh my gosh, it was so tasty. But, because we were like, how did they do this? Did they set up the noodles one by one? No, of course not. What they do is they lay out long, like bucatini. That's not what they were called, but they look like bucatini noodles. They lay a chunk of them out, right? And then they chop it, and that's how they create the visual of all the little noodles standing up. So it's like a block that they kind of like refrigerate. They chop it, and then they fry all the cheese layers on top of that, and that's how that works. Oh my gosh, that was so tasty. So Bardot, I think Bardot, no, that's not the only one. I'll do another one. So that one I'm gonna go a 5. I give Bardot a 5 because the service, incredible. The food, oh my gosh, I think this might be my favorite meal I had. The food was really tasty. I think this was the best meal. And everything was lovely, top to bottom. So Bardot, and this was at Bellagio. Bardot at Bellagio definitely gets a 5 out of 5 for me. Big fan. Y'all, I got so much to tell you. I have so much to talk about, but I really only pulled out a handful of these triggers. So I want to like, I need to, sometimes I see stuff and I want to try it, and then I just completely forget to do it when I'm actually in it. But this is so silly, but it feels good to like get back into it. I just haven't done it in so long. But so Bellagio was Bardot, and then okay. And then the next day, this was a very special day. And so this was actually the original reason we wanted to go, and then we kind of built the trip around this, was literally over a year ago. I hope you're not getting sick of the same triggers. Literally over a year ago, Rachel got tickets to see Adele. And so that was the main reason we went on this trip, because she had friends who were going, and she was like, oh my gosh, yes. So this is a very full LaCroix. This is less full. I think I did this before, and you can't really, I was drinking this earlier and I forgot I had it. I love, but I think I've mentioned this, I really, any sparkling water, that's like the only thing I will crave. It's sparkling carbonated beverages. This is black raspberry. I hadn't had this. I hadn't had that before, but I like it. And this is lemon. I like any flavor. Yeah, this is too full. My hands are a little wet. Any flavor, I'm into it. Okay, so, oh my gosh, what was I saying? So, Bardot, Bellagio, oh, okay, and then Adele. Yes, Adele. Adele was at Caesars, and we didn't end up going to dinner that night, so we just did the show, but it was incredible. It was so fun. She's so funny. I had no idea how funny she was. She definitely is like, and I think everyone gets this vibe with Adele, like, she seems like she would be so fun to be friends with, and just, she was so nice. Oh my gosh, this was so sweet. She was so invested in people in like the higher, the highest level seats. She said, she was like, you know, this is supposed to be like intimate, like I'm singing ballads, but I want to be close to the audience, so I'm gonna use a t-shirt gun. She was shooting t-shirt guns. She called people down. She interacted with people. She walked through the crowd. Oh my gosh, she was so sweet, so fun. Really, really amazing show. She's so talented. She's incredible. So that was really fun. So that was Adele. And then what did we do the next night? It's been about a week now, so I'm digging back in my memory. So after Adele, oh, wait. No. Oh my gosh. Okay. After Adele, the next night was David Copperfield. Now, before you get excited, listen. I love magic. I'm a big fan of magic. I'm a big fan of magic. Oh my gosh. Does anyone do magic ASMR? Maybe that would be fun. Not that I like know any tricks that I could do, but I wonder if there's something fun I could do with that. So I love magic, and as a kid I used to watch David Copperfield on TV with my dad. Okay, big fan. Really sad to say, I'm very disappointed. The show was terrible. It was honestly like, he made my biggest issue is that he was like rude to people. Like if people didn't understand what he was saying, he would yell at them and snap at them. I was like, what are you doing? Like, they didn't hear you right away, so you're getting all snappy. Come on. It's funny because I'm like, are you bored of these triggers? I think you're probably fine. I'm bored. I mean, hopefully you're getting real sleepy. Hopefully you're falling asleep. When I'm the one that's bored with these triggers. I didn't bring enough things. But isn't that funny? I think about that. It's like, what else is there where it's like, if you're doing a good job, your audience falls asleep? Isn't that funny? So anyway, yeah, and that night we had Emeril's. We went to Emeril's New Orleans Fish House. That felt very chain restaurant to me, and I feel like this is gonna sound harsh, but I just generally, it was tasty. It was definitely tasty, but I definitely think I just want to reserve higher scores for places that are like really incredible, you know? So I'm gonna give Emeril's a 2.5 because the servers were fine. you know, it's sort of the difference between, everything about the experience was the difference between like fast casual and fine dining. Wakuta and Bardot were more fine dining. Emerald's was definitely more fast casual, kind of the you know, the ambiance, the restaurant itself was much more casual. The food was okay, it was fine. And yeah, so I'm gonna go 2.5. Like, would I eat there again? Probably not. Not because it was bad, because I'd rather eat somewhere else. Would I recommend people to go there? I probably wouldn't recommend it as my first choice, but if they were gonna go there, I wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, don't go there. Does that make sense? So, and that was at Caesars, and then David Copperfield, which was disappointing, but that was the only disappointing show. The rest were really, really good. So then the next night, we went to something really fun. We went to a place called X-Pot, and Rachel doesn't drink, and I'm not a huge drinker. I might have like a drink at dinner, maybe two if I'm feeling spicy, but not really. Or depending, like, you know, if it's an event or something, right? But so we're not like hungover during the day, but we would just kind of like hang out during the day, relax, maybe get room service. I did teach her how to gamble, which was fun. I personally love playing craps. So craps and roulette are my two games. I taught her how to play roulette. For better, for worse, I taught her how to play roulette. And we had a good time. She liked it. So we would do that a little bit sometimes, not a ton, but we played it a little bit, and we just kind of relaxed and hung out during the day, and then we would have these like special evenings. It was such a nice trip, and like I said, this is the longest time I've ever stayed in Vegas. I normally have ever only gone for like 2 days, maybe 3 days, and this was very long, but like I said, we were making up for lost time. So what we did was we went to this place called X-Pot. So we went there in the evening, and this was really fun because we met up with Rachel's friend. So Rachel has a friend in Vegas. She was very, very sweet, and they were friends from way back when. Her name is Kara. She was a very lovely gal, and so she met up with us at the hotel, and this place it's X-Pot. It's like X marks the spot, but it's called X-Pot because it's a hot pot place. Have you ever had hot pot? It's funny because my group of friends back home is very familiar with hot pot because we have a couple friends who have like hosted hot pot nights, but it's basically you cook your food, you dip your food in boiling hot soup, and you cook your food. So it's kind of reminiscent of Korean barbecue, but it's not, you're not cooking it on a grill, you're cooking it in a hot pot of soup. So, and I grew up doing this when I would go visit family in Thailand. Hot pot, I think the restaurant is called MK. I think it's called MK. We would go, and it was like just a fun thing. I'm like, mark my words, if you haven't been, I think it will become popular in the States in like 5 to 10 years. And the way that Korean barbecue is popular, I think it's going to be the next thing like that, because it's communal, it's that kind of vibe, you know, it's fun, it's experiential, it's a little different. But the cool thing is, you know, they have like shared family pots, but we were able to each have our own pot. So the 3 of us went. This was so fun. Oh my gosh, the whole thing was an experience. This is definitely our most expensive meal. This one was a little crazy, but it was. So it's, for me, it definitely feels like a special occasion place. You know, they had a robot delivering meals and stuff, a robot kitty, which was very fun, very cute. and the cool thing is we each had our own pot, so we could choose our own base, and this was really nice. I didn't love the initial base I chose. I think, what did I choose first? I don't remember what the first one was, but I tried Rachel's and she got mushroom and it was so good. And they were like, yeah, absolutely no problem. So they swapped me out for mushroom, which was really cool. I think Kara got lobster. I don't think I tried it, but she really liked it. And so we got a bunch of different foods, and oh my gosh, such a fun experience. And neither of them had had hot pot before, so that was really cool and really fun. They got to try that for the first time. They had this one like appetizer that came out, and it's like, it's the kind of place where like presentation is a huge part of everything. So it was like the appetizer was these little black swans, and there was like dry ice, just sort of steaming all around the dish. It was very cool. This is officially the longest video I've made. I just had so much to tell you. My Vegas review. I was so excited to share what I've been up to. So that was XPOT. That was very fun, and I'm gonna give XPOT a 4. I'll give it a 4.5. Ambiance, flawless, gorgeous, beautiful, so nice. The wait staff was awesome. Everyone was very friendly, very helpful, very nice. The food was very good. Again, it's like very tasty. Definitely a special occasion place. Not the absolute best thing I've ever eaten. You know, for what that experience cost, I don't know that it was as aligned as I might have hoped, but still wonderful evening. 4.5. Okay, 4.5. XPOT 4.5. So then the next day, oh my gosh, the next day was Valentine's Day. This was so cute, you guys. I don't think you're ready for how disgustingly cute our Valentine's was. So she picked the cutest little things for this. So this was another thing where, and I think it's one of those things where it's hard to go wrong in Vegas because there's so much incredible food, so many wonderful restaurants, and the place that she had wanted to go originally was booked out. So she was like, you know what, I saw this place, Water Grill, this looks good, and I actually recognize it because there's a Water Grill in Santa Monica. And I was like, oh, I know that's like a nice restaurant, like I'm sure it's fine. And she showed me they had like a fixed prefix menu, and I was like, this sounds great, this is so cute. Oh my gosh, y'all, they were so cute. First of all, when we got there, they took us up. There's like a special room for couples, I swear to God. It was like downstairs was like all the families and non-Valentine's groups, and then you go upstairs and you go in this room and it's all couples, and there's live music in the back. These two guys, and they were so sweet and they were so lovely, just exclusively performing love songs. It was the cutest thing. And get this, I actually have this right here so I can show you. We get to the table. Oh, here, see? Water. I'm doing a terrible job tracing. Grill. Water Grill. Look at this. It's a Valentine. It's a Valentine signed by everyone working at the restaurant. Is that not the cutest? I thought that was so stinking cute. Okay. So that's on the table when we get there. And then the food is tasty. The food is very good. This is another place for me where the food was good, but not like the best food I've ever had. But this is really hard for me because I'm so easily swayed by like a good experience. The service was wonderful. They were lovely. They set up a photo booth. There was a photo booth right outside, which was just so cute. And then they gave us gifts. I was like, what? I've never been given a gift from a restaurant. They said, here's something for you to remember, like for to continue the evening or to remember us by, something like that. And they gave each of us this little parcel. I wish I had it in front of me. I don't know where we put it. It was like a little, with a little drawstring pouch. And it said, Water Grill Valentine's Day 2023 on the outside. And it was a wine stopper cork. Oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. I'm not a wine drinker. Wine cork? Wine's bottle stopper? I don't know. But you know what I'm talking about. And that's what I was like, this is so cute, but it's funny because neither of us are really wine drinkers. And she was like, but I use it for cooking, so this is still useful. But isn't that so sweet? I was like, oh my gosh, a gift from the restaurant? How cute. So, and then the photo booth. Oh my gosh, it was just such a cute experience. We had such a nice time. This is tough because it was so fun, so sweet. So I'm very tempted to give it a really high mark. But the food, again, the food was very, very good, but not the best I've ever had. The experience was so cute that we talked about, like, maybe we make this a tradition. Maybe we come to Vegas every year for Valentine's Day and we go to Water Grill every year if they do all this cute stuff every time. So all of that being said, I want to say I'm going to go 4.75. Can I do that? Can I do more than a 4.5? Because I really, when I'm thinking about how I'm rating this, I'm thinking really cumulative, and I want to give you points anywhere I can, but I want to be fair. Because like I said, the food was good, but it wasn't like out of this world, you know? But everything about the experience was just so sweet. So it was Water Grill. But then, you guys, then we went to our second Cirque du Soleil show. We saw Beatles, Love. How cute is that? We saw the Love show on Valentine's Day. It was so good. I personally am a huge Beatles fan. There's the little Starbucks mermaid gal. You can't really see her. Rachel also loves Beatles. We talked about how we both like, or we used to sing or play Beatles rock band. So we both really like Beatles music. It's so nostalgic for me because both my parents like Beatles. It was so fun. It was so beautiful. It was so colorful. And they said no videos, no flash, but photography is allowed, which was not true at the other Cirque show. So I said, you don't have to tell me twice. I took so many photos. It was so fun. It was so beautiful, so colorful. The music was so fun. It was a really, really good time. It was so cool. They're so creative and clever. And the really fun thing was, because I said, you know, like I said, Rachel'd seen a lot of shows. And so when she saw Oh, she was like, oh, it's pretty much the same. It hasn't updated at all. When she saw the Beatles show, she said, oh my gosh, it's like they updated so many things. Some of it is the same, but they updated so much of it. It was like she got to watch a whole new show, which was very cool. I'm happy she got to experience that. But I don't even want to say, because in case you go, I don't want to ruin it, but there's so many cool little moments, so many clever experiences. But it was beautiful, and it was really fun. Music was so good. So that was oh my gosh, I was saying oh, because I was thinking of oh, that was Beatles, love, not oh. Love, Beatles, love. So L-O-V-E, I think love. So that was our little Valentine's night. It was very cute, very fun. And then did we do something the next night? The night after that, that was 14th. Yes, okay. Then that was our last night. So the night after that, we went to the night after that. Oh my gosh, I was doing so good. Oh my gosh, how can I forget this? I mean, every night was so beautiful and so magical. Okay, this was, wait, where was it? At the Wynn. Beatles. The Beatles was at Mirage. Water Grill. Oh, actually, that was the one night where we had to move. Water Grill was at Caesars, and then Beatles was at Mirage. But the next night we went to the Wynn, and dinner was at this place called Mizumi. Beautiful, incredible. Spoiler alert, this was my other 5-star for the trip. And so Mizumi has just the regular restaurant portion called, it's Mizumi, and then they also have what's called the teppanyaki room, which is, think Benihana, and that's what we did. It was so fun. I don't really know why people don't do that more. We went in and it was pretty open. I was like, gosh, where is everyone? Everyone's just out in the main room, and I'm like, y'all are missing out. So we were at this table and we had like a private show because the chef comes in and he does, you know, of course he does a little volcano, and that was really fun. And we're sitting, our view is like right outside the window. There's the like waterfall. If you've ever been to Wynn Encore, they have that little waterfall. It's beautiful. So we're getting this private show. He's cooking our food. So neat. And this food, oh my gosh, the drink I got, I think it was passion, no, it was, I don't think it was passion, it was lychee. I love that fruit. It's so funny because in Thai I always want to say like the Thai name, but it was so tasty. That I think was definitely hands down the best drink I had the entire trip, possibly one of my favorite drinks ever. It was so yummy, and the food was so good. I got noodles and Rachel got rice, and he was like, do you want me to just split it half and half? And I was like, oh, great, we get the best of both worlds. So tasty. That was the service, awesome. Ambiance was like one of the best. Like I said, we were right out front outside of, there's a waterfall right outside. The restaurant was so beautiful, and the food was incredible. So that was a 5 for me for sure, which was kind of nice because we bookended. It's like one of the first meals and then one of the very last meals we had, for me anyway, was 5s. I think Rachel's pretty similar. I know she also loved Bardot. So that was the teppanyaki room, and then that night we got to see our last and final show, and one that she had never seen. We went to see Awakening. So Awakening was really cool. It was a new Cirque show. I think it came out last year, and it was beautiful. You know, it was I think Ranger just like flopped down. I don't know if you could hear it. So it was really cool. And it had a storyline. It's like these 3 thieves, and they learn a lesson about greed and about love and about lightness and dark. It's beautiful. And the songs, the soundtrack was so good. I still have one of the songs stuck in my head. Rachel was laughing because I keep singing it, but it's like very catchy. But we had a really good time. That was our last show. Wow. I really had so much to tell you, but my fingers are getting tired. But I was like, oh, I guess we've been going at it for a little while now. So, but that brings the trip to a conclusion. So that was my review of a bunch of restaurants in Las Vegas, and also the shows. I will rank them. Oh my gosh, it's so hard for me. But I think for the Cirque shows, I think Awakening is number 1 for me. They just do such cool stuff with the technology. Awakening, and then Beatles, and then O, which is so hard. They're all so good. I feel like whatever you're into, there's a Cirque show that will be appealing to you. Yeah. So that's what I've been up to. I'm sorry I haven't been here. But I was happy I got to take a little bit of vacation. I really needed to just decompress and get out there, and it was so nice to spend that time with Rachel because, like I said, we haven't been able to do that, so that was really wonderful. But yeah, I just wanted to share. So that was my trip. That's what I've been up to, and yeah, I hope you're doing really well. I hope you're snoozing by now. But I'm gonna wrap it up there. So good night. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being you.